Hi, this is Al Bernstein. You're watching Dante's Boxing Nation.
You're watching Dante's Boxing Nation.
You're watching Dante's Boxing Nation.
Tell you what, you're watching Dante's Boxing Nation.
This is Dante Williams, and you're watching Dante's Boxing Nation.
50-50-50. Boy, oh boy. Man, I'm going to tell you right now, I seen this coming a mile away. I seen it coming a mile away. Even when they were friends, I seen it coming a mile away. I could just tell the way they conversated, and I knew by just looking at what type of personalities these guys had, there was going to be a huge implosion that could not be repaired. And that's exactly what happened. For those of you guys who don't know, the initial beef stemmed from a disagreement over a business venture long time ago when Floyd Mayweather had went to jail for a couple of months or whatever it was. Basically, this is what 50 Cent is claiming. While Floyd was in jail, 50, he was trying to make big moves for TMT. Because we all know that 50, he's a real businessman. Okay? We seen what he did with vitamin water. So 50 Cent was basically saying to Floyd, okay, you say you want to make this TMT promotion a big deal, so I'm going to start to make moves. So 50 Cent, he started to do things that Floyd wasn't doing at the time, which is investing money into TMT, right? And what happened was, and like I said, this is according to 50 Cent, what happened was when Floyd Mayweather came out of jail, 50 Cent said, hey, you owe me a couple of million that I invested into TMT. And Floyd Mayweather basically said, I never told you to pay for that. I never told you to do none of that. So therefore, I don't owe it to you. And this is what caused the beef with 50 and Floyd. From that point on, they've been beefing heavily. Last year, it was a lot of heat, tension going back and forth, and it hasn't stopped. Just when it seemed like the feud was dying down, all of a sudden, 50 Cent, he kicks it off again a few days ago. It all began when 50 Cent took to Instagram and challenged Mayweather to read a full page of Harry Potter without error. If the challenge was satisfied, 50 Cent promised to donate $750,000 to a charity of Mayweather's choice. This is what 50 had to say. Mayweather responded on his social network by posting 2 checks related to the fights from May and September of 2013. This is what it said. Read this. $72 million. God bless. Mayweather tweeted along with the photos of his checks. Mayweather's response generated a very hostile reaction from 50 Cent. 50 Cent gets even more heated, which I don't understand why, but then he responds back by saying this. You put up a check? That must be a blogger, nigga. You know I got money. Look, bitch, the check say Golden Boy. That means you work for Oscar De La Hoya, bitch. End quote. Now, first of all, I have a hard time believing that all of 50 Cent's checks are written by him and paid to him, right? I mean, almost everyone has a check written to them from someone else. I mean, even the President of the United States gets paid by the U.S. Treasury Department, which is the taxpayers. So in some ways, you could say the president, he gets paid by us. I mean, let's look at what 50 Cent said. He's clowning this check with De La Hoya's name on it, or Golden Boy's name on it. If you got a $72 million check, who gives a damn whose name is on the check? Am I right? Would you really care whose name was on the check if you open it up and it was $1 million in your name? You wouldn't care, would you? This is really silly, man. This is really nonsense, and talking about this, yo, can you read as good as me? This is really, really elementary type stuff. And it's sad that you have 2 black American successful people in the country and they're beefing like this on some real immature elementary type shit. I mean, you don't see Bruno Mars beefing with Manny Pacquiao. They're both Filipino. They're both successful, right? Same thing applies right here as far as I'm concerned. I mean, only thing that's going to happen is this shit is going to end up getting worse. You guys have to understand something. When it comes to the beefs between Biggie and Tupac, it's never really the dudes at the top. this willing to kill somebody and shoot someone, it's usually one of they small little goons that kick it with them. It's usually one of them broke dudes who just be kicking it with Tupac, Biggie. And all of a sudden, he sees his homie's enemy and he wants to put in work. Same thing could happen right here, right? We could have someone who rides with Floyd Mayweather, see 50 Cent on the street and just be like, I'm gonna do this dude, right? And vice versa. So we really need to be careful when we having these little, or starting these little beefs like this. All right, so I really think 50 Cent, he needs to go his own way, let Floyd go his own way, and just both continue their grind of being very successful. 50 Cent is the Floyd Mayweather of hip-hop, and Floyd Mayweather is the 50 Cent of boxing. Their personalities are way too strong. They can't be in the same room like a fighting beta in the fish tank. You know how you got to separate that fish? That's how both Floyd Mayweather and 50 Cent are. But it's even worse for 50. I mean, we already know his record. We know that this man, he was cool with the Game. Next thing you know, Game does just this one little thing, and 50 Cent is at his throat, right? Next thing you know, Game is like, what the hell happened? All of a sudden, 50 Cent, he coming out dissing him left, right. And for a long time, the Game, he never even understood why 50 Cent was even doing that. So that's what I always thought about when Floyd and 50 Cent were hanging out. I mean, you could just tell, man. You could just look at the personalities, and you could just see these cats are just one disagreement away from this shit turning into some Biggie Tupac shit. And that's exactly what we're getting right now. I mean, even when they were friends, we know that they had already gotten to tussles and fights, right? Now, shit is serious. And things are so serious, it's starting to seem like it's getting to be on the level of, once again, some Tupac Biggie type shit. And it's all courtesy of your boy 50 Cent. For some reason, he can't let it go. For some reason, he's waking up thinking of a new way to attack Floyd Mayweather. I mean, I don't understand, man. Both of these guys are rich. They're both doing their thing. They're both successful. What's the problem? What's the problem? Once again, man, 50 should do his own thing and let Floyd Mayweather do his own thing. Stop with the Tupac, Biggie, Ja Rule, Jadakiss type stuff, and let's just keep it pushing. That's it. I'm on to the next one.